Hey everybody, I hope you guys are doing well. Uh, Before I get started on this video, do me a huge favor. Go ahead and like this video in advance. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you and keep you around. Go ahead and do me a favor and hit the subscribe and hit the notification bell so that when I do upload videos, you will get them. And one more favor for me, guys. The way I make any money off of these videos is by the advertisements. So if I am lucky, YouTube will monetize the video. And so when you see ads, that is technically how we get paid from them. Okay. And so that's the best way to support my channel. I know that these ads can be annoying often. They can. Sometimes they go on too long. You think it's just going to be a few seconds and you mess around and you got a 4-minute ad. I'm not asking you guys to sit through a 4-minute ad, but if you do see an ad, a short one, just do me a favor and go ahead and just let it play, because that actually is the best way to support my channel. Okay? So let's get into Miss Erica Campbell and what got the internet abuzz. This morning, Erica Campbell set the internet ablaze this morning by something that she posted on her Instagram page. Now, apparently, Erica Campbell has a podcast. I can't say I've ever listened to it. I can't even say that I ever will. But she wrote this morning. She said, "You can't sow Ho Seeds and reap marriage benefits. Your brain and body don't switch like that. You got to prepare your mind for marriage because it's ministry." Then she said, "You will crave what you have put in practice. Can't wait for y'all to hear my podcast. Ooh, we gonna talk." Now, naturally, especially if you have ever witnessed Twitter, you will know that once this post went viral, people were going to dig into Erica Campbell. I knew that. I automatically knew it, especially millennial Twitter. I knew that they were going to let her have it. I just personally found Ho Seeds to be completely hilarious. That's what kind of got my attention. Ho Seeds. That was funny. Okay. But that wasn't what really got people riled up. It was the presence of what they assumed was judgment. Right? Now, when I saw this post, again, after laughing about the Ho Seeds for a little while, because it was just funny, right? You know, I thought she had shackles on her feet. Nonetheless, after I finished laughing about the Ho Seeds and I took in what she was saying, I was curious as to what she was going to say on her podcast, because I was kind of indifferent to what she said here. It didn't offend me, one way or the other. But I was curious as to what she would have followed up with on her podcast, because one of the big questions that I had once I saw this post of hers was, is she referring to hoes as, either gender? When she had her podcast, and if you've listened to her podcast, let me know if she, elaborated on it. That would have been my question, from the beginning. I was like, well, I hope she's referring to both men and women. I hope she ain't really calling women out like that, because I can understand, a bit why people would be offended. Now, I saw this, somebody else, I did not post this, but I thought that this was kind of funny. If you notice, somebody put LOL down there because they saw, like, look who the hell liked this post of hers, Israel Houghton. Now, Israel, however you say it. I thought that was funny, and I'll get into that in a moment, okay, as to why I thought it was funny. But nonetheless, I did not get upset like other folks did about what Erica Campbell posted, simply because a church lady gonna post what a church lady gonna post. Like, what exactly did people expect a church lady to post? Now, I wasn't expecting Ho Seeds, but the tone of it wasn't completely shocking to me. Because, what do you expect an Erica Campbell to post? Like, seriously. Now, when people started dragging her, of course, I knew that they were going to go for the lowest hanging fruit. And that was obvious, right? they were going to remind her that she is indeed married to one of those hoes, planting seeds, and that is Warren Campbell. Because if you've watched her reality show, you ain't even have to watch her reality show. The news has been out there, the tea been out there for a long time. They spill their own stuff that Warren has in fact been unfaithful to Erica. Okay, so it's not exactly shocking. That kind of, when people were dragging her, it's like, well, it's not like you can't really drag her for something she kind of put out there herself either. But nonetheless, people just wanted to remind her. Okay. Now, when I saw this and I saw her post, I thought to myself, okay, first of all, I ain't getting offended because, she ain't talking to me. But I hope that she was referring to not just women, but men. Now, if she gonna put that out there, my hope was that was for both genders here, that we talking about both men and women. Because I can absolutely understand people feeling a type of way, women feeling a type of way if they felt that it was directed towards just women. I could absolutely understand why women would be offended by that. I can. There was also women who absolutely positively agreed with her. And so again, I'm not here to say that she's right or wrong in that. That's up to y'all. You will look at what she posted and some of you guys will be like, amen, she's preaching. Folks don't want to hear it. She's telling the truth. And then there's some people that will feel absolutely indignant by what she said, right? It could go either way, and that's perfectly okay. What I was trying to get out of it, or my understanding, or what I was trying to understand out of it, is like, I really do hope that if that is her message, that message is applied equally between the genders. Because Ho Seeds can be, sown with both men and women. And if we want to really go there, especially in the church community, we could say that there's been a lot of hoe seeding, okay, and planting amongst a lot of different men in the church community. Hell, every time we turn around, John Gray is out here apologizing to a venter, right? If we hearing about DiGiorno's pizza and what he done did out here, and he, writing out these long ass soliloquies to his wife, apologizing for him being unfaithful to her. You got Jamal Bryant in his Roman spirit, right? I can go on and on and on. Israel Houghton, if you know anything about him, you know how he got down. Okay, now he's married to Adrienne Bailon from The Real, but he got quite a past on him too. But I find it interesting that these same men that I have just named that have sown hoe seeds are oftentimes given grace, while women in some of the similar positions are usually scorned, and they're usually met with scorn. The men are met with grace, the women are met with scorn. So if I look at it like that, not knowing if she was just referring to women, I could absolutely understand why some people would be offended by what she's saying, because it is sounding like she is telling women, if she is only referring to women, again, I don't know that you can't be out here laying up with every man and thinking that a man is going to want you. And all I could think about is, well, the same could be said for men too. Men are out here laying up. Shouldn't a woman, if marriage is the prize for being good, right? Can't a woman have the same thoughts about the man that she intends to marry? That she should be able to also feel like, listen, I don't want somebody that's just laid up with everybody and got 100 bodies behind him. I don't want that kind of man. The same thing could be said for men if we are going to use that scorn against women. And traditionally, that is used against women. I can't tell you how many times growing up, it was just drilled into us that a man ain't gonna want you if you've been out there laying up with all these different men. They ain't gonna want you, because we were always supposed to be a certain way and to present ourselves a certain way in order for a man to feel that we were worthy enough to marry. And even then, that don't, if a man is not marriage material and he is not what he wants and it's not what's in him, you could be the best. You could be a virgin. You could be a virgin on your wedding night, and he was still, and the nigga was, excuse me, but he will still get out there and do some dog ass shit. Okay? It got to be in him. It got to be in him. So, I could absolutely understand why people were offended by what she said. But then I look at it and say, well, listen, I don't come from the school of thought that people should just, you can just freely give your body to whoever you want. I'm sexually liberated. That's just not the school of thought that I come from. And I know that a lot of these younger people come from the whole idea of, listen, I should be able to freely give my body to whomever I want and whatever I please. And whatever what man is for me is for me. It don't matter how many bodies I come with. And that's fair. That is fair. However, I'm just one of those people that believe in, I just don't want all them damn soul ties and all them spirits on me, right? Listen, I ain't gonna sit here and pretend that when I was in college that I didn't have what you might call a little hoe phase. Okay, this was my first time away from home, right? I grew up a very good girl. Okay, I grew up a Catholic. I grew up a very good girl. I got away from my parents. I moved on the dorms. And I did have if that's what you want to call it, a little bit of a hoe phase. I guess that's what you call it. But then, once I got a little older and, I met he's my ex-husband now. Right before that, I had decided that this is what I wanted to do. This is decided what we wanted to do. I don't feel like I had a lot of mileage on me. And even if I did, I think that was something that I had to, I guess, deal with as to why I was moving in that way and why I was giving myself in that way. It wasn't, and I had to when I went through therapy, I started to realize, after talking to a therapist, that a lot of that came from the fact that there was a part of me that didn't feel worthy at one point because of what happened in my past and being sexually molested at a very young age, and how that manifests itself with people, and how, sometimes we do these things to try to fill ourselves up. Like we have this bottomless cup and you're trying to fill yourself up. And so you keep, adding people and another person, and you just still feel empty. You still feel empty. And some people look at that as, no, I'm just sexually liberated. It just depends on the person. But I know what it was for me. I came to realize that I was just trying to heal a hurt that I had by, and again, don't get it wrong. I want hoe and hoe. I didn't have Ho Seeds like that. I just had a few folk, just a few little folk. But then, again, it was just college days. This is how it was, right? This is just how it was. Don't judge. But I realized what it was in me that was missing. But that didn't, what I was trying to do is to try to fix that. And what I actually did is I was going through therapy for that very thing while I was married. And I think it was much too late. So what I would recommend to a lot of folks is, before you even get to the place that you are looking to, I guess, get married or settle down, is to fix yourself and heal yourself. And that would go for both men and women. I'm not going to sit here and say that everybody is, if you out there, just sleeping around, that it's because you got some deep trauma in your past. That's not everybody's story. I'm saying that's my story. But I also don't want, now that I'm older and I read what she says, I don't want to come from a place of judgment either in that. And I think a reason why a lot of people were upset with what she wrote is because it seemed like it was coming from a place of judgment, right? Saying that you can't sow Ho Seeds and reap marriage benefits. Well, as long as she is referring to both men and women, men shouldn't be able to sow Ho Seeds and reap marriage benefits either. So if we are going to give that to a woman and put that at the feet of a woman and says, you can't be out here sleeping with this man and this man and this man and thinking that somebody going to want you, then we damn well better give it to men too. That's all I'm saying. If it's equally applied and what she is saying is equally applied to both men and women, then I don't have a problem with what she's saying. I really don't. But if she is only applying that to women, then I could absolutely understand why people took offense to what she is saying, right? Like I said, based on her past, based on Warren, based on all these other dudes, they was as big as hoes as you can call some of these females out here, right? But again, men are often given grace for their hoish ways. They're given grace, right? Because we expect it of them. But a woman, she got to act like this because remember, a lot of times we are taught that marriage is the prize. The man is the prize, right? I just hope that men are given the same kind of scorn. Like, no, if I'm the prize, I am the prize. If the woman should feel like she's the prize and that he should be doing just as much. So maybe men should be taught differently and how to move differently, but they're not. They're not. So because I didn't listen to her podcast, I can't say for certain if she actually talked about both men and women. So, to be fair to her, I'm not going to sit here and drag her over that. Because like I said, some people are going to look at what she said here and think that she's preaching. And who am I to say is she not? It's just all about what you believe. It's all about what you personally believe. Okay? Like, as I said, I'm just hoping that this is applied equally. And that's kind of it for me, but I would love to hear from you guys and what you think about what she's saying here. And do you feel that what she is saying is absolutely right? Or do you feel that it's just, here we go with the judgment, the churchy judgment that a lot of folks just kind of, they not feeling, they don't like that churchy judgment. And that's kind of how it comes off. But again, considering I ain't sit there and listen to a podcast, I can't say for certain what she meant. I think it just gave people a certain feeling because people are so used to people from the church coming at, and it seems specific mostly for women, that women usually do get the scorn and the judgment and the men don't, because it's almost kind of like the woman has to prepare for marriage while the man is just like, he can just be, right? But again, who am I to say if that's what she meant? I don't know that. But anyway, don't sit here and judge me either, because some of y'all had y'all Ho Seeds in college too. Okay, I done told y'all about my little Ho Seeds in college. So don't judge me. Okay, don't judge me. Okay, I'm healed. I ain't broken no more, y'all. See y'all in the next video. Take care, y'all. Ho Seeds!